Welcome to Cardio Abs for Beginners by Femme Fusion Fitness. This routine does not require any equipment other than a mat. We do not provide a warm-up or a cool-down, so you're going to want to warm up with 5 minutes or so of gentle movement and cool down with some stretching. We're going to go through 14 exercises, cardio and floor work, and you can repeat the whole sequence twice for maximum effect. So we're going to start with 45 seconds of a step tap. Squat down. It's like you're sitting back into a chair, and I want you to just step and tap one foot toward the other. See how my backside is really reaching back. You want to make sure that your knees are not going beyond your toes, and you want to stay low. You can get lower for even more work, or you can stay higher and just a gentle step tap side to side without the squat addition. So keep going, just breathe steadily. I'm just starting to warm up the body and get the heart rate up. 5 more seconds. And now let's move on to the floor. So just come down onto your mat and we are going to go right into toe taps. You want to find a neutral spine position. So in this position, your back is not arched, but it's also not pressed down into the ground. Pulling your abdominals, engage your abdominals and your pelvic floor muscles. And you're just going to lift one leg up off the ground and then the other, nice and slow. And in just a minute, I'm going to show you an advanced version of this. But this is a great starting point. Just make sure that the only thing moving is your leg and you're keeping your core nice and strongly engaged. So your trunk is totally still. It's just your legs that are moving. Now, if this feels pretty easy and you want a little more of a challenge, then strongly engage your abdominal muscles. And I'll show you here, you can bring one leg up, keep your abs pulled in, bring the other leg up, and then continue your toe taps with both legs up in the air. You'll feel this more in your deep abdominals. Breathe steadily throughout. You want to exhale as you tap each leg. All right, take a little minute to take a breath, maybe rock your pelvis out, and then come up to a standing position. All right, now we're going to move into a side step with a knee lift. So you step your leg out to the side, step back, and the same leg that steps back lifts up. So step out, step back, lift that knee. Step out, step back, lift the knee. Step out, step back, lift the knee. And you want to keep your abdominals engaged, pulled in, your core nice and strong throughout this exercise. Breathe steadily again. And just make it as smooth as possible. You don't have to go as fast as I am. You can take it slower. But do be sure that you're keeping your abdominals strongly engaged and you're breathing steadily. This is great for your balance and core control, raising your endurance and stamina. 5 more seconds. Yeah, good. Just shake it out. Let it all go. Take a deep breath and come down onto the floor. Our next exercise is V-legs. So again, you're going to find that neutral spine position where you're not arched, but you're not pressed hard down into the mat. You bring one leg up and then the other, and you can keep your knees bent like I'm showing. Or for more advanced, you can straighten your legs up toward the sky. So you're just bringing your legs apart and then back together. You should feel this in your inner thighs, and then also your deep abdominals should feel a little tug, a little pull as well. Keep your abs pulled in. And don't let your back arch. Keep going. Again, keep those abdominals pulled in. Good. Hug your knees to your chest. And roll to your side and stand up. We're moving really quickly between the upright exercises and the mat exercises to really maximize calorie burn and get your heart rate up. So this is 4 lunges and then 2 squats. So you're just lunging straight back and then squatting. Remember to sit way back when you squat. So from the side, you see how that front knee never goes beyond the toe. And then you sit way back into the squat. Really squeeze your bottom as you stand up. So you're pushing up to stand with your front leg, and then you're squatting way back and squeezing your bottom on the way up. One more round. Again, squatting way back. Nice job. Squeeze that butt. Nice. Shake it all out and come back onto the floor. Awesome job. So in this position, same thing. You'll find that neutral spine position. You pull those abdominals in and really, really be careful about your abs in this position. You really want to keep your abs pulled in and you want to breathe. We're going to repeatedly on the same side, you're going to just crisscross opposite elbow to knee, pulling in your abdominals and breathing out. Little exhale. Every time you cross and bring that opposite elbow to knee. All right, moment to relax and then pull your abdominals in and move to the next side. So again, opposite elbow to knee, you're really pulling those abs in and supporting your head with your hands. Breathe out, little exhale. When you exhale, it helps to activate your deep abdominals even more. So really pull those abs in as you cross over. And now take a minute to just take a breath, relax, and then come up to a stand. Again, right into up and down, up and down, up and down. It's the best way to really torch those calories and burn belly fat. So feet and knees are pointed out at a 45-degree angle. And we're doing a little reach. Plie with a pulse reach. So you reach and pulse and then reach and pulse. You should feel this in your waist and of course your legs. Your inner thighs and your pelvic floor really help to lift you up as you stand from your plie. So feel it in your inner thighs and your pelvic floor lifting you up. And then the reach and pulse you feel in your waist, your abdominals, your obliques. I like to breathe out, out, breathe out, out, little tiny exhales. Make it a crisp movement, lots of control, and round it up. Walk the feet in, heel toe the feet in, shake out the legs, and come back down to the floor. We're going to go into a plank. So from your elbows and your knees, and take a time to get set up in this plank position. We're going to do a 25-second hold. So right now I'm not in my plank quite yet. I'm just getting my elbows directly under my shoulders. My knees and ankles are close together. And then I just lifted my butt up off the ground, my hips up off the floor, and my body straight like a plank. You can see from the elbows to the hips to the knees is one straight line. Keep the abdominals strongly pulled in. Don't let your butt be up toward the sky, but also don't let your bottom sag. You want to, again, be in one straight line like a plank. And breathe steadily. Keep the abs pulled in. Keep going. And rest down. Good. Take a moment just to take a breath. Shake out your bottom. And then push back up to a standing position. All right, we're going to move into a squat with a kickback. So feet and toes pointed forward, zipped up, your core is engaged, and you just pull your arms back as you squat and kick your bottom. So your foot goes up toward your bottom. You don't have to go as fast as I'm going. You can slow it down if you need to. That's absolutely fine. Just make sure that you're sitting way back and then kicking your bottom or your foot straight up toward your bottom. Breathe steadily, and again, you're squatting back and then coming up. Really squeeze the bottom as you stand up. This challenges your balance again, your core control, and increases your stamina and endurance. That was the 5 more second mark just a second ago, so yeah, you're done. Nice job. All right, down to the floor. We're gonna do a wobble crunch. So again, another one to be really careful that your spine is in neutral and your abs are strongly pulled in. You want to lift your head and shoulders off the floor. And if your belly pooches up when you lift your head and shoulders off the floor, then this may not be a safe exercise for you. You have to keep your abdominal muscles, they have to be able to be pulled in throughout this exercise. You are just reaching one hand toward the same side ankle. So reach to the outside ankle, reach to the outside ankle. You're just reaching and reaching. You should feel this in your obliques, your waist muscles. And breathe steadily. Again, keep those abs pulled in. If your abs are really pooching up and you can't keep them pulled in, then again, that one might not be the best exercise for you. Roll to your side, stand up. And here we go. Get the heart rate up with this knee and arm pulse. So you're going to really engage your abdominals, keep your abs pulled in, make your abdominals help this motion happen. So you drive that knee up toward your chest and you're pulling with your arms at the same time. Once again, you don't have to go this fast. You can take it slower. That's totally fine. Breathe out every time you bring the knee up. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Keep going. Little exhales and keeping the abs pulled in. Make yourself work. You want to really make this a big motion, even if you're going slower. Make it a strong motion to maximize calorie burn and effectiveness of this whole workout. 5 seconds left. Shake it all out, and we come back to the floor. So reverse crunch is coming up next, or reverse curl. So you want to, again, pull in your abdominals, bring one leg up and then the other, and then use those deep abdominal muscles to lift your hips up off the floor, just an inch. It's barely any motion at all. You want to be lifting, not pushing down with your arms, using your abs to help crunch and lift the lower body up off the floor. Breathe out and pull your abdominals in every time you lift the hips. And hug those knees into the chest. And get ready for our last standing exercise. Come on up and let's get ready for a squat with a hip abduction. That means your leg is going to go out to the side. So you squat and then you lift that leg. Squat, lift the leg. And notice the leg is going straight out to the side, not forward, not back, but straight out to the side. You can see that here. You want to really squeeze your bottom as you stand. Really squeeze your butt as you come up to a stand and then lift that leg out to the side as well. This takes a lot of control and balance. It's a great exercise for just total body strengthening. Make sure to breathe steadily. So you want to breathe out and breathe out. 5 more seconds left. Keep going. Hopefully you're getting a good sweat by now. All right, shake out those legs and come down to the floor for our final floor exercise. So you're on your hands and knees. Your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Pull your abdominals up toward your spine. Pull them in. Straighten one leg out behind you. And then lift the opposite arm off the floor. Now, if it's too much to lift the opposite arm, just do this motion with your leg. Now, other side, lift the leg and opposite arm if you want. But again, you can do this just with the leg. The key to this exercise as you alternate sides is that you are keeping the hips square, pointed toward the ground. You're keeping your spine straight and neutral. And the only things moving are your limbs, your legs and your arms. Your back is not moving at all. One more on each side. Really a lot of control. Your abs are pulled in the whole time. Keep going, just almost done. And then sit back into child's pose and rest. Nice job, you're done. And if you want maximum effectiveness, you're going to do this whole routine one more time. Thank you so much for watching and playing along. I hope you feel great and strong through your core and ready for another go-round. Keep doing this and you will be feeling fit, toned, and fabulous in no time. If you like this video, please check out femfusionfitness.com. We have so much great information on our blog, tons of healthy recipes, women's health and fitness information, yoga for women, and just all sorts of wonderful stuff in our community that we like to share on Facebook and again on our website. So come stop by, check us out, and thanks again for joining us today.